Hello everyone and welcome to Star Fox Adventures with Chaos Counseling. Um, I think at this point I've officially decided I'm probably going to abandon the schedule that I'd kind of been following for the past little bit. Partially due to the fact that there's no more Dragon Age games to play, and partially due to the fact that there were more and more games kind of piling up that I wanted to play that weren't part of the different series I was cycling between. Now, it's not a complete abandonment because I do plan on playing more Sonic games, more fan service games, and I do plan on getting back to more Tales games, but I'm just a little burned out of the Tales series at the moment. Words. Shoot. But yeah, I figured with the recent announcement and pending release, it might even be released now, I didn't really pay attention, of the remake, the once again remake of Star Fox 64, I thought, you know what? Let me actually stream the Star Fox game that I've actually played the most. So, brief history of me with the Star Fox franchise. I first encountered Star Fox in Smash Bros. 64. And then discovered, what Star Fox was when I went over to a douchebag friend's house, but that's a different story, not for now. And then from there, yeah, I played Star Fox 64, liked it. It was never one of my absolute favorite N64 games, but I enjoyed it. This game came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually preferred this game to 64. But that's just because this game's more of an action-adventure game similar to The Legend of Zelda, and I always preferred that game. I always preferred Ocarina of Time to Star Fox 64. And again, as a kid, I just kind of accepted it. Then played Star Fox Assault. Really liked it, but never got it, which I kind of regret because of how expensive it goes now. Plus, since that game's also pretty divisive, it's hard to come by. And then I never played any of the subsequent Star Fox games. So, yeah, I actually really liked this game growing up. Hey, Leaf, how's it going? But I also freely admit I was not aware of the behind-the-scenes malarkey that involved this game. Like, for those who don't know, this was the last Rare game that was released for a Nintendo console before they were absorbed by Microsoft. And honestly, now that I know the whole story behind this game's development, which, by the way, if you want to know the interesting history of this game's development, watch Nitro Rad's video on this game. He covers it in a lot of interesting detail. I now kind of actually mildly resent this game. That being said, and especially knowing that this game was never meant to be a Star Fox game. It was meant to be a completely original IP that was turned into a Star Fox game at Miyamoto's insistence. But at the same time, I do the point of today's stream, or of this series, is I want to revisit this game and see if, now that I'm revisiting as an adult, now that I haven't played this game in so many years, do I actually still like it? Or, I mean, I know for a fact I am more likely than not going to think that this game is a guilty pleasure at best. Anyway, from the deepest depths of space, a girl named Crystal Al searches for the truth of her parents' death, finding herself within the lost corner of the light system. She receives a distress call from the world known as the Extra Planet Being, the kind of Crystal decides to investigate. Now, I don't remember if it's said in this game, but this planet is actually named Saria. I think it's just called Dinosaur Planet in this game. Oh, I hate this language. Also, I don't know why Fox looked depressed in that chair. Now, for those who are not aware, before this game was meant to be a Star Fox game, Crystal was meant to be a dual protagonist alongside a male fox named Saber. That's what, and the game, the original Dinosaur Planet game, was meant to be a split. Oh, jeez. Okay, is there? No, I have to use these wonky controls with no aiming reticle. Crystal was meant, like, you were meant to swap back and forth between Crystal and Saber throughout the entire course of the game. Again, that's why we start the game with Crystal, and like her losing her staff was not okay. Fuck you. Was not supposed to happen because she was supposed to have the staff that. Fuck. Oh. Like the staff was supposed to be kind of like her unique method of combat. Compared to, I think Saber used a sword. But when the game was kind of forced to be a... Indeed. But when this game was kind of forced into being a Star Fox game, Crystal was downgraded from dual protagonist to opening playable character to eventually Damsel in Distress, and then Damsel in Distress. I don't feel I'm spoiling it when I say that. I don't feel I'm spoiling it. All right. Yep. Right. This game does not have modern camera control. It very much uses the N64 era where you just have to use a button to flip the camera to behind the player character. This is going to be interesting getting reused to say the very least. Man, I know so many people found Crystal's design to be their furry awakening, and honestly, I might have been there had I... Okay, that's a lie. I do not consider myself to be a furry. But I definitely... There are some furry characters that I definitely find sexually attractive. But I don't really consider myself to be a furry. Just because... I don't know, as a whole, it's not something I'm not that attracted to furries as a whole. They could have at least given her something shirt-like. Yeah, because like in her, like in the original design for Crystal when this game was just Dinosaur Planet, her design was, I would say her design was more cute than sexy, if you know what I mean. But when she was downgraded to Damsel in Distress, they changed her design. Oh, I've always hated this, the animation of getting treasure, and it's the exact same animation for Fox, just with oh, right. But yeah, it's always looked weird to me. But yeah, when she was downgraded to Damsel in Distress rather than dual protagonist, they made her more conventionally sexy. Presumably so she was more of an enticing prize for the hero to rescue. Alright. I have such mixed feelings about this villain. And this is the reason I... Okay, this is the reason I hate this language. I hate the fact that proper nouns are just spoken in English. It takes me out of the scene.
Nio amit hiko kutsaj kudok nakivu. Iki anajo. Kio vik oknush kokeva wika walk mo. Ue tuoki se kodwo mo. Kia chaj dekelu. Edo su tavuk. General Scales.
General Moro do Kemo.
Kia chaj dekelu.
Požvat Keo Yezo Eve Keo Tashkov Jaduk.
Because, like, if they just...
Anito Avkias
I'm gonna
as
give the
Neo
top
Keo
down
Tashkov
so much.
Jaduk
I don't know.
Kia gets Kio Kurzoa Palace. Avue, we are Jato. Rolo Suvik. Kia Kio. Touch weeds make just shoot Kuso.
Like, again, for real, if they had just not had the proper nouns spoken in English, I would honestly not give a shit. Like, I think the language I still think would have sounded annoying, but I could have gotten over it. Yeah, one downside about this game, at least this opening, because Crystal was downgraded and she lost her staff, or oh dear, she lost her staff or whatever. I do not have a proper weapon for this intro. God damn it. One other downside is that, despite this being a Zelda clone, I don't think there's a lock-on feature. Well, no, I think there is, but I don't have access to it yet, I don't think. That's how I do that. Let's first... Oh, there we go. Can I just not lock on while I... yeah, it doesn't look like I can lock on while I can carry. Enjoy the passes. Show. Percent timber jumper area. 16. Okay, so it looks like the rolling only lets me roll forward. It doesn't let me roll side to side, because this was before... Well, okay. I haven't played them, but I do know, like, the God of War games came out in this generation of, came out during this generation. Seriously? During this era of gaming, and they had decent dodge mechanics and whatnot, or I think Devil May Cry also came out in this. But point is, since this is more of an adventure puzzle game, like, yeah. Because, yeah, this is very much meant to be more of a Zelda game, an N64 era Zelda game, then... You know, I think another reason why I'm disappointed that we are just getting another Star Fox 64 remake is because, well, I definitely wish. I am definitely disappointed we didn't get the version of Dinosaur Planet Rareware had always intended. I still like Crystal Fox. Yes, I know. I'm a horny, perverted dude. But no, I do act like, besides the sex appeal, I do actually like Crystal. But because we're obsessed, due to the divisiveness of this game, combined with Star Fox being completely unable to move on from Star Fox 64, it's kind of resulted in her never appearing in anything ever again. And I just think that's a bit of a shame. Because I really do feel there is... Because, again, this was the first Star Fox game that came out after Star Fox 64. And kind of like I said, Crystal, as well as this whole game, was meant to be a completely separate IP called Dinosaur Planet. So yes, Crystal was never meant to be a Star Fox character. And I suppose there is a strong argument to be made that by her not appearing in a Star Fox game, I mean, again, every Star Fox game we've gotten since the late 2000s has just been a remake of of Star Fox 64, so that's words. But point is that Crystal can't, like, I don't think Rareware ever could release a version of Dinosaur Planet, just simply due to the fact that this game exists. Oops. Oh. But I'm like, please use Crystal again. Well, please just, I don't know, make a Star Fox game that's not just another Star Fox 64 remake. Because again, I'm not the biggest fan of the Star Fox series, which honestly at this point I'm starting to wonder, like, even people who do consider them Star Fox fans, it's like, are you Star Fox fans or are you Star Fox 64 fans? Because these days, more and more it feels like the only good game in Star Fox is 64. And I'm saying that not to be cruel. I'm saying that more as the way people talk about Star Fox. They only seem to enjoy 64. Because like I said, I didn't think Star Fox Assault or this game were amazing by any means, but I do like them. Like I said, the only reason I like this one less than I used to simply is knowing what I do now about what Dinosaur Planet was supposed to be. So it's more, I now feel a little disappointed.
Keo Krisoa, Toot Uwe Kutsak, Keo Uhu, Toot Wo,
Nos ag oe kio grot kio tashkuf shoduk.
Neo no no ho Ukasbot, I shot to cut, for Kutsak. No no who, Mucha shot. Oh.
Rek neo knoho oe tedwo kutsoho.
Keo King Earthwalker, shot its game. Hekas Kiash Shushat Fusuzo, Kutsimo Eve Keo Krizoa. Keo Krizoa, Oho Fuzo Fahax, Fenovic Roadru, Keo Rado Kevo K, Okudak. Naki Keo Fahax, a Kudak Ash 2.
Ach kutsoho jimokert atsote.
You know, I do want to take the time to acknowledge that, yes, this game is dated and the graphics are pretty jank by today's standards, but even putting that aside, this game actually looks pretty, I think this game's held up pretty well. Like, the fact that I can kind of see some fur texture on Crystal in this 24-year-old game, that's not bad. Again, I'm not going to pretend like these graphics are amazing by today's standards, but I do at the very least want to acknowledge that they do still kind of hold up. Emphasis on kind of. Like I said, I understand and very much recognize the shortcomings in them, but yeah, I just want to acknowledge, I really do want to acknowledge good when I see it, you know? Honestly, now that I'm playing this again, I'm really regretting not getting my hands on Star Fox Assault when I was a kid. You know, actually thinking about it, I'm surprised I have such fond memories of Star Fox 64 and Star Fox Assault, because both games, my introduction to both was not the greatest. And what I mean is that I first played Star Fox 64 at a friend's house, and we were playing multiplayer, and he purposely didn't tell me how all the controls worked. He basically told me to just figure it out. And he, of course, did this because he wanted to have an unfair advantage so he could win, you know, like the fucker he was. And, oh shit. When I first played Star Fox Assault, same thing. I was at a friend's house, we were playing multiplayer. Same thing. The friend wouldn't actually tell me. He like withheld critical information that I needed to play the multiplayer just so he could win. Heck, I even remember I got a gun when we were playing multiplayer, and it had a very unique firing animation. I'm like, what the? And I asked him, like, what kind of gun is this? And he says, I'm not going to tell you, otherwise you'll have an advantage. I'm like, well, fuck you too. But at the same time, I think it kind of speaks for the gameplay of the two games that they were solid enough that I was able to see past those negative experiences, because there have been games in the past where I haven't been able to see past the negative experiences that I've had thanks to a bad first impression of a game, you know? Like, it took me a very long time to be able to see past my bad impression of Crash Bandicoot due to a bad first impression. Because, like, Legend of Dragoon and Golden Sun are two series I haven't been able to stomach due to my kind of negative first impression I had of both series. Now, to be fair, I haven't properly sat down to play. And same with Chrono Trigger. Now, with Legend of Dragoon and Golden Sun, I have yet to properly sit down and give them a genuine shot. Partially just because I don't have access. Wait, no, I think I have access to the original Golden Sun now, thanks to the Switch GBA online library, but it's also just one of those, it's like, I just don't have time. Yeah, and I have Legend of Dragoon digitally on our PlayStation, but I just don't have the time to just sit down and play those anymore. I've just been so busy. And honestly, with such limited time, I'm like, I want to play games I actually want to play rather than play games that I might like and I have to kind of force myself to reevaluate my opinion, my stance on, if you know what I mean. By the way, I love the little touch that happens to both Crystal and Fox when they have a Krazoa spirit, that their eyes get kind of purple. So, now to be fair, this is kind of speculation and there's no outright proof. This is for sure what the plan was, but it was speculated that in the original game, or maybe there was proof, I just don't remember it. because there's two primary collectibles in this game. Krazoa spirits and, well, not collectibles, like dungeon objective, kind of like how you collect the different stones and pearls when you beat each Zelda temple in certain Zelda games. But they're two primary things that you're getting at the end of like every dungeon or whatnot. Krazoa spirits and spellstones. Now, it was believed, or maybe it was outright confirmed, I don't know if it was outright confirmed, that in the original Dinosaur Planet, Crystal was going to be all about collecting the Krazoa spirits, while Saber was about collecting the spellstones. But outside of this one Krazoa spirit, Fox is the one who ends up collecting both. Now, this scene does not actually make any sense. So, the reason this happened was they needed to get Crystal to be a damsel in distress. But once you find out who that was, that sequence makes no sense whatsoever. And honestly, this game's 24 years old. I don't care about spoilers. That's Andros, the main villain from Star Fox 64. Who somehow came back to life using the Krazoa spirits. And him doing that doesn't make a lot of sense. Primarily because we find out he wants the Krazoa spirits for his own evil end goals. So locking up the person who brought you a Krazoa spirit makes no sense. Because you think he'd be like, let's let her keep doing her thing or whatever. I don't know. Then... Now, I think this character was always meant... Because I think he was called Rob64.
Hey, Fox! Isn't this music getting on your nerves? I'm trying to work on my maps.
Okay, old-timer. Turn it down, Slippy. Hey! Slippy, it's General Pepper.
General Pepper here! I have a new mission for you, Fox. You are approaching Dinosaur Planet, an ancient world on the edge of the Lilat system. As you will see, chunks of the planet have been torn from its surface. It's your job to get them back. If Dinosaur Planet explodes, it could affect the entire Lilat system. The only lead we have is that you must locate the Queen of the Earthwalker dinosaur tribe. Maybe she can help you further. By the way, your fee has been approved. If you are successful, then the money will be forwarded to you immediately. Pepper out.
You heard the General. Let's do it.
By the way, I do also want to say I do really like Fox's voice actor in this game. It does feel very Fox McCloud to me.
General Pepper here. Your mission takes place on Thorntail.
Yeah, I could read.
Fly through one gold ring to reach Dinosaur Planet.
Now, this was also very forced add to the game because it's like, oh, it's a Star Fox game now. We have to justify it as a proper follow-up to Star Fox 64 by including these space shooter segments. However, it doesn't have, like, you do not have anywhere near the same utility in these segments that you did, because I can't, like, charge a laser, I can't boost, I can't brake. Like, again, I don't hate these segments, but Yeah, you can tell that they were not meant to be a part of this at all.
It did it, Fox! The force field is down! It's safe for you to land! Slippy out!
Great flying, Fox! For a moment, I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Very funny, sir.
I know. Now, on to business. By pressing the start button, you will open your communicator. Choose who you wish to speak to, and then press the A button to contact one of us. Each team member will give you different information. It's not being tested in action, so give it a try as soon as I've finished. And don't forget, you're looking for the Queen Earthwalker. Try talking to those Thorntail guys. Slippy is preparing a translator device, but until it's ready, he'll translate for you.
Okay, General. But what about a weapon? Why couldn't I bring my blaster?
It's always the same with you, Fox.
Because Saber didn't use a blaster in the game that was reskinned into this.
Blowing it up, it requires a different tactic. Try using your head.
Yeah, very funny, sir. Fox out.
I do like this music. Fair enough. Now, one thing that I do know that I don't like about this game is, like, I like the music fine. I mean, it definitely doesn't blow me away, but I like it fine. I do not like the sound effects in this game. The sound effects in this game are very stock. And you'll kind of see what I need. Or not what I need, what I mean. Okay. Once we actually start doing more combat, all the sound effects are very stock, royalty free.
Kuro tabahodus kai, ke itkong ak fenovik kusbe. Owe sut uksha ijo akeo feko ki nekt wit owe. Ko kafkad hezb ides baj akomj ik ev kuj. Kobo suro mojeko, ut atat nav kobo suro efowe.
Okay, you can't. I can dodge. Yeah, okay. I can properly lock on in combat, and I can dodge around them. However, unfortunately, the combat in this is very. It's very button mashy. There's little to no strategy involved. And honestly, when you're, even though I'm surrounded, you may notice the enemies are very much just waiting their turn to attack me. It's like, I do give the game some credit that the direction you're pushing the control stick while fighting does affect the animations. So at the very least, there's some visual variety to it. But yeah, I can definitely say, just kind of looking at the fact that Fox carries the staff in his left hand, which, despite the fact, I mean, yes, every other Star Fox game, Fox was exclusively inside his R-Wing. But the fact that, like, in Smash Bros., where he'd already appeared, I think Melee came out before this game as well, but he was always shown using his blaster in his right hand. I think it's very indicative of the Zelda influence, if you know what I mean. Again, not that I mind. I mean, I'm very disappointed that the Zelda franchise has stopped having Link be left-handed. I always just thought that was a fun, unique trait about Link, was that he was left-handed, which you don't often see. So yeah, and this is this game's currency. It's scarabs, I believe. Yeah, scarab. Oh yeah, but my max scarab count at the start of this game is really pitiful. Yep, Sacred Grotto-like things straight out of the N64 era Zelda game. Oh, I guess this is arguably more akin to like a Great Fairy Fountain. Okay, one of the things I absolutely despise about this power in this game is, like, just, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm pulling up, but I let go, and then it just goes back to straight in front of you. And the thing is, it always fights you. So it's like I am struggling to line up my reticle simply due to the fact that the game is, like, the game's physics are naturally pulling, oh geez, is always naturally pulling me back, the camera back down. And I don't like that. It's a little annoying, in my humble opinion. if I remember correctly, down that way is the shop. I don't have enough scarabs, so I don't see the point of going there just yet. Well, I'm maxed out on scarabs, so now let's go to the shop. Yeah, you can definitely get scarab bag upgrades, but 10 scarabs to start with is pretty low. Yeah, I know that I think you can only spend scarabs in a single place in this game. So, I mean, that's a little disappointing, but I digress.
Welcome to my store. Feel free to look at the many wonderful items within these walls. I have food, special goods, and many maps. And if you like to play games, then enter the Scarab Room. Yes. Oh, and that's the exit.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, if you find something that you like, then choose that item and we'll discuss a price. Is that clear?
Well,
Good. Now, hurry and choose something. Or get out.
Bomb spores.
Pushing around me. No, I'm moving to Cape North.
Again, well, on the one hand, I can appreciate the atmosphere of the shop. I hate the fact that you still have to run around.
You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. No, I'm moving to Cape North. You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. Oh, this drafty old cat.
Okay, we're gonna be here a second. Oh, hold on. Fair enough. Yeah, one other downside about other contemporary Zelda games, you can't drop down the ladder. You have to painstakingly climb up and down.
You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. No, I'm moving to Cape Claw. You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. Extract the old cash.
I think I have one more rock I can flip over. Yep. Oh. All right, 2 more maps, and then maybe we can finally move on with our lives. Yep. Can't even roll off the edge. By the way, I know that one other, like, kind of controversial thing about this game was this was officially where they so Star Fox Fox McCloud both in Smash Bros and in official art for the old games had robotic legs from the knees down, and like there was a I don't know if this was an official explanation or if this was just something Pat presented. I think that but yeah, again, so don't quote what I'm about to say as fact, because I don't know if it is fact. I think the idea was that in order to pilot R-Wings, you needed, like, robotic legs in order to get, like, the extra power you needed to maneuver them or whatever. This was the game that abandoned that design and just had Fox wearing boots.
No, that's too low.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, I'll sell it to you.
I mean, you just were willing to go for 4 for all the other maps, so I just assumed, but fair enough. I still need...
No, I'm moving to Cape Claw.
Okay. And I know there is one other map, or 2 other maps. Point is, there are other maps in the other room, in that other room, but there aren't any more big rocks to flip over, so I think it's time for us to properly move on. I have mixed feelings about having to buy all these maps. Because, again, on the one hand, yeah, Zelda games had maps you had to find in the dungeons, but those were maps of the dungeon themselves. This is just basic overworld exploration stuff, granted.
Is anybody there? Are you okay? My name is Fox McCloud, and you must be the Queen Earthwalker.
No lorud no kadu, ve uwe, moje, Prince Tricky Keog Roots of Kehot Rokio Sharp Claws, Ut Kubot Ki Ice Mountain.
Did you get that, Slippy?
You've got to go to the Ice Mountain and rescue her son, the Prince Tricky.
Nice name. Okay, lady, I'll bring your son back to you. Can you give me some directions?
Shweki keo warpstone. Kutso kutsoj whoop fennel. Utsujod ue keo.
You've got to talk to that big stone guy. She called him a warp stone.
That's all I need to know. I'll be back soon, Queen. Don't you worry. Haven't you finished that translator yet?
It's nearly ready, Fox. I just need a bit more time. Slip me out.
Now, I do also know that this is something Nitrorad brought up in his review. And again, I don't know if this is true or not, but another critique that I've seen some people have of this game is that Fox is a bit more of a dick in this game than he was in past incarnations. And I don't know if this is like fact or this is just like Nitrorad speculating or whatever, but there's a high likelihood that the reason for that is that he's behaving more in line with how Saber was supposed to be rather than how Fox was supposed to be. So it's very likely that this more abrasive attitude is a holdover from when the game was supposed to star the original character Saber. Now, I can't prove that, and I don't know if that was something that Nitrorad was saying was true, or if that was just speculation on his part, so don't take what I'm saying as any sort of gospel on what's actually going on. Oh, sorry. Because again, I am by no means an expert when it comes to Star Fox characters. Because while yes, I have played Star Fox 64, yes, I have played this game, and yes, I have played Star Fox 64, and yes, I have played Assault. I don't really know this franchise that well.
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore.
Right, I'm pretty sure that rock candy in the shop is what I need to go grab. Also, I will just say, nobody brings me gifts anymore is painfully unhelpful and is painfully unhelpful when it comes to helping the gamers figure out what the next step on their quest is. Still, by the same token, I do kind of, I don't know. On the one hand, I can appreciate when a game doesn't completely hold your hand and makes you, figure it out for yourself. On the other hand, I'm a busy guy. I'm not a kid anymore. I mean, yes, this game was made for younger crowds, so I'm not actually using this as a genuine criticism for this game.
You pay this much.
But there's really nothing...
No, that's too low. Okay,
There's really nothing in this rock candy's description that this is what you... I mean, there isn't a description for it. Besides it being rock candy. Like, maybe if it had just simply... Yeah, because it tells you after you purchase the damn thing it would make a good gift. Excuse me. But it doesn't tell you that before you purchase it. So, yes, Warpstone, rock candy, you can definitely put it together that's what you need to get, but there's nothing inherently pointing you towards it. And like I said, I can appreciate when a game just doesn't completely hold your hand, but also by the same token, I am a busy guy with limited time in the day, so in many respects, I appreciate that a lot of more modern RPGs from the Xbox 360 era onward go out of their way to show you where you need to go a lot more, you know?
Who dares bother the mighty Warpstone? 1,000 years I've been left alone to rest. What do you want?
Well, can you help us?
Help you? No.
But you're a Warpstone. You're supposed to help.
You don't know what that means.
Right. Let's see if I can remember what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Now, if you push left on the control stick, then I'll send you to one of those Warpstone thingies. We'll get back to that in a minute. And if you push forward on the control stick, then you can enter the maze. Now this one's a bit special. When you have collected a Krazoa spirit, then push right on the control stick. And I'll send you to Krazoa Palace. Now, you know what I do. So hurry up and make a choice. If not, then press B so I can get back to sleep. Are you ready to warp?
So, this I feel is another piece of cut content due to the shifting it to being a Star Fox game instead of Dinosaur Planet, because the Warpstone, outside of sending us to Krazoa Palace, Ice Mountain, I think, is the only place the Warpstone can send us. And then we have to use our R-Wing every other time that we want to go somewhere, which is a bit annoying. I think, don't quote me on this, I think the original plan was that you were supposed to use the Warpstone to get to all the other locations in the game, but that just went out the window for one reason or another. Well, went out the window so you could have the R-Wing sections. But again, that's just an assumption. Alright, this is one of the most... I know Prince Tricky is a very divisive character, because a lot of people find him insufferably annoying. And I think the other side of the equation just finds him tolerable. Honest truth, I don't think there's anyone who actually likes Prince Tricky. It's just some people find him less offensive than others. And honestly, it's been such a long time, I don't think I can really comment yet on how I feel about the character. Okay, I think I'll need to blow those up. Open sesame. Should have got more bomb sprouts. Yeah, I can't hold 20 scarabs. I don't actually remember what the cheat... I know we give the cheat tokens... Like, the reason we go into the maze is... Or the labyrinth underneath the warp stone is that's where we go in to use the cheat token. You know what? I want to look it up. I don't actually know what the cheat tokens do, and I would like to know that. So I'm going to look it up real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm starting to understand why I never actually went for any of these damn things. Those rewards are lame. It's like staff credits, black and white mode, other trivial bullshit like that.
Hey, Scaleface, pick on someone your own size. I am Fox McCloud, lead pilot of the Star Fox team. I've come to take the prince back to his home. Hey, wait!
Convenient they just happen to have a third speeder just hanging around. So, given that Fox had this one singular segment in this one singular game, how come we didn't get Fox in Mario Kart? Actually, all joking aside, I'm not gonna lie. The simple fact that Mario Kart World doesn't have, like, Link or the Animal Crossing crossover characters combined with kind of how lame some of the second costumes are, and minimal cart customization. It's like, yeah, I hate to say this, but I would just rather play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe rather than touch Mario Kart World. I didn't have fun with it. Like, there's just really no other way around it. I did not have fun with. That is one thing I hate about this. I have to defeat them by a certain point in time. I'm gonna have to watch this whole cutscene again. Oh wait, no, am I? Well, I guess the nice thing is that it puts me back here and. It's like, do I have to defeat them or do I have to get ahead of them? I don't remember. That worked. It slowed me down quite a bit, but it worked. Like, sorry, just going back to Mario Kart, I will admit, well, I definitely prefer Sonic Cross Worlds. I will say the lack of single-player draw is a bit of a disappointment for me. Once again, Crash, Bandicoot, Nitro Kart, I really liked it single-player. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Right, yeah, I just had to get ahead of him. I didn't have to take him out.
I can't understand you.
Hot spring, or you'd be frozen by now.
Why, you little...
Hey, I wouldn't if I were you. My dad's a king Earthwalker, and he'll bash you up.
I don't think he'll be doing any bashing. He's been captured. That's why I've been sent to rescue you.
He's been captured?
That's right. It was your mother that sent me to find you.
Is she okay?
She'll be just fine. But we need to get you home.
So yeah, Tricky is our companion throughout the whole course of this game, for better or for worse. I don't hate Tricky, but I do not like him that much either. I don't hate him. I don't like him. I think the definite problem is that I stand by. I like this particular voice actor of Fox McCloud. I don't think he's great all the time, but I do like him enough. Like his delivery is a little wonky at times, but again, like in terms of the voice itself, I do think he does a pretty good job. Tricky, on the other hand, Tricky's voice actor is not great, sadly. It's not terrible. I really want to emphasize that, because it's very clear that he was basically just... The actor is basically like, just play kind of an annoying, excitable kid, and
Stay.
But ended up playing the annoying sidekick not sidekick, sidekick a little too good. Because Tricky's delivery is really annoying at times. Now, I will say, there is a single level in the Star Fox Assault story mode where you actually do come back to Saria. And yeah, just the more I think about it, it is just referred to as Dinosaur Planet in this game. And it's not until Star Fox Assault that it is actually given a proper name, and yeah, I do like the name Saria. It's not original by any stretch of the imagination. It's probably the most... We need a name that sounds vaguely dinosaur-esque. Or Sauria. Or Dinosaur. You know, I think you kind of... yeah. But it works. It works for me. Definitely better than just calling this place Dinosaur Planet. Beyond thought. Oh. By the way, so I don't remember where this is said. I don't remember if it's actually said in the game or if this was just in the game's instruction manual. But the reason why, like, the sharp claws, you know, like, wear armor and look a little more anthropomorphic is because I believe it says somewhere in the lore that the sharp claws are not, like, a net.
Are you crazy? Just leave the sharp claws to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Fox, if ever you need me to come back, you just use my heal command, and I'll be right with you, okay?
Excuse me. Shoot, what was I saying?
Fine.
Shoot, I don't remember the point I was trying to make. Star Fox, Star Fox, Star Fox, Star Fox.
Fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, new ability already? Okay. I'm not gonna say no. I just wasn't expecting to get a new ability already. Da 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 da. Oh, oh, sweet. And I'm gonna want to stock up on as many of these mushrooms as I can whenever they're available. Didn't think so. Just wanted to check.
Fine.
So I'm not gonna lie, actually playing this game again, now part of me kind of wants to stream Phantasy Star Online Episode 2 for Edgelord next, just because it's like, the GameCube. This was probably one of my most cherished era of gaming.
I'm too hungry to talk to strangers.
Because this was the first console that home console that my family owned was the GameCube.
I'll help you out.
It's like, yes, I had played the Super Nintendo.
Boy, this is a scarab
Oh,
bag.
thank Bob.
By collecting scarabs, you'll be able to buy many useful items.
It's better than what I had. So I just realized, how am I supposed to get those fuel cells? Not being able to, like, look up and down is driving me insane.
Fine.
I'm stuck.
What am I missing here? There's clearly got to be something I'm not seeing. Well, it takes more scarabs at least. You know, I'm starting to remember, I'm like, I think the reason why people don't like Tricky might have to do with the fact that he is, like, in many respects, I feel what a lot of people think Navi is,
Where are we going?
Tricky, like, Tricky is what a lot of people joke about Navi from Ocarina of Time. Like, because Tricky is constantly making, you know, background jabs, like, where are we going? And arguably kind of obnoxious. Again, I don't think he's that bad. But, to the extent that a lot of people joke that Navi is in Ocarina of Time. And honestly, I don't mind Navi personally. I don't think she's the best companion. I feel that title is always going to be held by Midna, which Miyamoto, give us Twilight Princess 2, damn it. Because Miyamoto himself admitted there was going to be a Majora's Mask style sequel for Twilight Princess, and he just decided he didn't want to do that. Even though it's like, I'm sorry, Twilight Princess is like the one Zelda game that would benefit the most from a sequel. Because given all the shit that Twilight Princess Link had to deal with, he's definitely the one. He's definitely the one Link who could use more. Wait a second. Fuck, I just backtracked. How are you crawling with your staff out, dude? I'm not gonna lie, I'm really lost.
Find.
Ah.
Peppy, keep going.
Slippy here. Got yourself stuck again?
Bring me another route, and I'll see what I can do.
Well, fuck you too. I'm sorry, but a lot of these things usually teach you that you... Never mind, it's technically my fault. But yeah, out of basically everybody on the menu, Slippy's really the only one who's actually helpful. I don't want to push it, I want to stand on it. Damn it. Since the world map is, in my opinion, borderline useless, since most of the time you are... Damn it. You're on, like, the chunks of planet, so knowing... You can't exactly travel from one place to the next or whatever, so... Thank you, Captain Obvious. Wait, what did that do?
Oh, what a sad day. My golden route has been stolen.
Okay, gotta find a golden route for the guy. Oh yeah, I don't think I can actually collect this yet. I don't have a bag.
I'm stuck.
Hey, it's up.
You pay me scarabs to pass. You pay me scarabs to pass.
Yeah, how do I do that?
You pay me scarabs to pass.
You gonna let me do that? Oh,
You pay me scarabs
got it.
to pass. You pass, but don't tell boss.
Fucking hell. Okay, we run. But yeah, I feel like the sound effects used for like the staff firing ability is like a prime example of like just how stock the music in this game actually, or the sound effects in this game actually are. Since that's a very, very generic and standard fire sound, I think. Oh, is there a current? There's a current. I can't do that yet.
Look at this. There's something near. There's something near.
Stay.
Right, this reverses the flow. So I can swim back that way. If and when we get down.
Dum-de-dum. That's my mom!
Yeah, I didn't even know there were two of those guys. That first one I hit, that was just pure dumb luck. Oh, great. You know, again, this combat was definitely impressive visually speaking when this game first came out, but, well, now that this game is not new and they've had things like, you know, Devil May Cry, Dark Souls, Bayonetta, this combat's now just a drawn out, just mash the A button until you win. Okay, let's get the last of the maps that I can afford. Or at least the last maps in this room. I don't know if I'll be able to afford all the maps.
You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. No, I'm moving to take claw. You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. Oh, 200 years I've been pushing around these.
This was just empty, right? Yeah. Can't help but wonder if that was supposed to have something, but it got cut. So they just walled it up or whatever. Yep, that's the golden. I definitely can't afford that right now.
You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. No, I'm moving to take claw.
I'll need to put that eventually. Was that the only map in here? Thought there were two. They don't matter. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, there are a few more. Okay.
You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. Noisy wolves, Dan. Give me a hello. You pay this much. Okay, I'll sell it to you. You pay this much. No, that's too low. No, that's too low.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, I'll sell it to you.
Okay, there's all the maps, so that's good. I'll need to get that lantern. That bag, I don't need it. It's just a convenient thing. Just so I can have a revive. That I know I need. I don't even remember what this does. Don't need that. It's just something to do with Tricky, and I will need to get that eventually. At least I think I need to get that. It might just be for a side quest. I don't remember. And then I don't think I need anything in here. I think this is just... Oh, yeah. I believe I will need the firefly. I don't remember if I can get fireflies naturally, but that's what powers that lamp, if I remember correctly. Where's that? I need more of these. Okay, I don't actually remember where the mom is locked up in. Alright, here she is.
I'm here, guys. Mission accomplished. Contact General Pepper so we can get paid.
She is gonna be okay, isn't she, Fox?
Are you sure you finished down there? The planet's not back together yet.
The Queen needs my help. Fox out. Is there anything we can do for her?
We need to find white grub tubs. My mom gives them to me when I'm not feeling well.
It looks like she'll need a lot. Let's take a look around, see what we can find.
The sharp claw came and attacked our queen.
Fine.
The white grub tub only grow inside the ancient well.
Fine. Okay, Tricky. You stay here. I'll go search down there.
But I need to help my mom.
And you will be by staying out there.
Okay, Fox, but hurry up. My mom looked real bad.
What I'd like to know if these white grub tubs only grow down here, but Tricky's mom would give them to him when he was feeling ill. But there's no way in hell that big-ass Triceratops is fitting down here. How exactly did she get them? Oh, wait. Okay, we can slide. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have that yet. Oh, right there. How did I miss that? Okay. I have the power. That stretch felt really good. Not gonna lie, this visually anyway is one of my favorite powers in this game. Yeah, it's nothing to write home about. I just like the way it looks. It's fun. Fall damage. Okay. Makes sense. I just didn't remember that this game had fall damage. Sorry.
50 years alone I've been, thinking of entering the Lord Sanctum without a lantern to light your way. You must be as mad as me. Go and see the shopkeeper. He should be able to help.
Damn
At
it.
the right price.
Damn it. I was hoping I wouldn't need the lantern just yet. Oh no, it rained and shit. At least those refill, but by the same token, the fact that just so close to the shop, there's just a bunch of rocks we can flip to get access to a decent amount of scarabs. I mean, again, not a ton, especially how expensive that one item is, but enough for our needs, you know?
You pay this much. No, that's too low. No, that's too low.
Why even have a bartering system?
Okay, I'll sell it to you. You pay this much. No, that's too low. No, that's too low. Okay, I'll sell it to you.
You know, I just realized, despite the fact that this is a rare game, or a rareware game, excuse me, the classic rare logo didn't really pop up on screen during the loading like it does in all the others. And yes, I know, I didn't actually show like the booting up of the game and whatnot, but even still, you'd think that the Rare logo would have popped up somewhere. And I think it just kind of really goes to show that as important as Dinosaur Planet was for Rare, because something Nitrorad shared that I didn't know, but it's pretty cool, but also pretty sad, is Dinosaur Planet was going to be such a big deal for Rareware that they actually erected a giant statue of Saber riding atop a dinosaur at the Rareware Studios. I have no idea if it's still there, but it was still there at the time of when Nitrorad made his video on this game. Oh, I guess I could have saved money on. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. Have a constant fear that someone's always near. You know, there was like a friend of a friend that I had kind of during this era of my life, you know, when the GameCube was still the new hot console. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, I did. Uh-oh. Yeah, he was not a friend. He was not. It's like, yes, we hung out, but it had more to do with the fact that, well, he was friends with my friends, and you hung out. Anyway, yeah, didn't like him very much. I think he was very much on the spectrum, given his tics and how argumentative he was about certain things. But I digress. I always hated, like, anytime he came over, like, especially when we were watching, like, a movie. I think we were watching the movie Clue. for a Halloween party, and he was constantly freaking out. I'm like, oh, is it scary? Is it scary? I'm like, this movie's a comedy, not a horror movie. It's like, we're watching it for Halloween because, I mean, literally no other reason than it's kind of funny. But anyway, I don't know. What I'm about to say might not be that big of a deal, but like one major pet peeve I ended up developing because of this kid was he was always like, as soon as we started playing a new game, he'd always be like, how do you jump? How do you jump? Always demanding how to jump, even though it's like, you don't. This game doesn't have a jump function. Or, yeah, I don't know why it was one of those things that I did find so annoying, but I think it was just the fact that within seconds, it's like that just was always the thing he had to know, despite the fact it's like there are so many games that are completely devoid of a jump function. So I never could understood why he was always so hung up on that one thing, if you know what I mean. No, that's a lie. I think the reason it annoyed me is just because he annoyed me, and that was just always something he was beyond vocal and annoying about. So I remember the first time I experienced it is that I invited him over to play Crystal Chronicles. Well, that's a lie. My friend, or who I thought was my friend at the time, because we hung out, we played Crystal Chronicles all the time. Our characters got really far, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, we just played it a lot. Well, he invited this friend over to play Crystal Chronicles. First thing says, how do you jump? And that kind of set the tone, because as it turns out, my first friend, he only hung out with me because I had a GameCube and he wanted to play Crystal Chronicles. The second his family finally got their own GameCube and he finally got Crystal Chronicles, I mean, heck, I remember he even's like, hey, let's go buy a third Game Boy adapter or whatever. And it's like, so we can have invite more people over to play. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm not against that. I wouldn't say no to being able to play Crystal Chronicles with more people, beside the point. He basically stopped hanging out with me and instead hung out with his friends without me and played Crystal Chronicles with them. So I'm like, asshole. Yeah. But like this friend...
Still not enough.
Seriously, that was like all the ones I could find. But what ended up happening is that, you know, we had our own file that we played pretty extensively. Well, then as soon as he got his own GameCube, he's like, I want to port my character from your file to mine. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's fine, I suppose. Even though it's like, but our characters are supposed to be ones that we play together, you know? So I'm like, dick move. So, but what I ended up telling him, it's like, I will make a copy of the save file so you can port your character to yours, so you have your own version of your character, and then we can still play together. So he did that, and then after that, he never came over to play again. But, and like, eventually it was just for so long, I'm like, whatever. So I moved on with my life, and then he's like, hey, I want to, transfer my character back and then move it to a different save file. I'm like, dude, I deleted that file because it was taking up space on my memory card. I'm like, why would you do that? Now I can't, you know, keep sending my overpowered character all over the place. I'm like, I am not your free storage, dickweed. Like, yeah, it was the first time I was truly, shall we say, used by a friend. It was kind of a unfortunate learning well, no, it was the second time I was used as a kid. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not have much luck growing up of finding true, genuine friends. So many friendships that I had were only there because they wanted something I had. Yeah, I can acknowledge it may have been a me problem. Because again, I wasn't the greatest, friendliest kid growing up, but... Oh. I literally saw that mushroom as I was leaving, and my brain was like, that's the mushroom for Tricky, not the white ones. I don't know why. I feel kind of silly. And then I remember I invited that the same friend who just used me for Crystal Chronicles, along with another, like, he was like along with one of like my oldest friends that I ever had, over to play Link 4 Swords together. Because again, I figured we enjoyed playing Crystal Chronicles together. And then the other one, like, he was one of my oldest friends ever. I'm like, sure, we'll have fun doing this. But instead, the two of them just fucked around and screwed everybody over because they kept insisting, let's play the level where we have to sneak into the castle. And they only did it because they thought it was funny to get caught and prevent us from progressing. I'm like, this isn't fun. But it's like, they were pissing me and Sunshine off, so, well, that meant it was hilarious, and that's all that mattered. I was just thinking about it, my oldest friend in question at the time was actually the friend who I was talking about earlier, who wouldn't explain some of the important details in Star Fox Assault, just so, you know, they could keep an unfair advantage.
Thank you, Fox. Thank you for saving my son and for saving me.
Okay, enough of the thanks. Now I need some help from you. Can you just tell me what's going on?
This is all the work of General Scales. He is the ruler of the Sharpclaw tribe, a nasty bunch of pirates who have always wanted to rule Dinosaur Planet. We have always been able to stop his attacks, but this time he somehow become stronger and defeated our army at the Krazoa Palace.
Right, a bad guy. But how did the planet get in such a mess?
Within the Krazoa Palace, he broke the seals of the Force Point temples.
I'm listening.
This planet is rich with a magical force, a force so strong that it is continually pushing our world apart. To stop this, 4 spellstones were placed inside the Force Point temples.
Okay, that's a bit weird, but I understand.
With the seals broken, Scales entered the temples and removed the spellstones. With nothing to hold back the magic force, the planet was torn apart.
At last, it all makes sense. So, the bad guy takes the spellstones, your planet falls apart, and I've got to find the spellstones and bring them back to the Force Point temples.
See, Mom? I told you he was good. Star Fox, yeah.
My son will remain with you, for only a dinosaur of noble birth can breathe life into the spellstones.
What? That's okay, but don't you think he's a bit young? I mean, it's gonna be very dangerous. Loads of bad guys, fighting, death.
He knows the planet well, and I'm sure
I'm too lazy to go myself.
Skills.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Come on, Fox. We'll make a great team.
Okay, but if you mess up just once, I'll send you straight back to Mommy.
Okay, yeah.
Good. Now, our spies have indicated that Scales was last seen in Dark Ice Mines. I know the gatekeeper, Garunda Tay, a silly fellow, but he can guide you to the Spellstone. Go back to the Snowhorn Wastes and find him.
Got it.
And Fox, I think you'll need this. The Sharpclaws dropped it when they attacked me. Maybe it'll come in use somewhere.
Okay, enough already. Can I just get on with it?
wanted some health, so I wasn't... Okay, how am I supposed to... I know I should be able to get up here, because I can see something up there to interact with. But I'm not sure how. Damn it. What am I doing? I need to jump back up here. Yet, but it's nice having the way open. Here, let's grab that bag so I can hold those extra lives or whatever, or hold a extra life. It's just one. So if I need this, there's, yeah, only 4 items left to buy here.
Pay this much. No, that's too
Fuck
low.
it. What's the point? I mean, yes.
Okay, I'll sell it to you.
Yes, I can buy the cheat tokens or whatever, but as I just looked up, the cheat tokens are not worth their time.
200 years I've been pushing around these goods.
Where are we going?
Right, I can only hold one at first, but now I've got a bag. I can. Never mind. We're good. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Thanks, I guess. Not 100% sure what was showing me that. Oh, it's showing me that to indicate that the flow is reversed again.
Stay.
Is that all that really got me? I was hoping that that would give me something like permanent. Like maybe opening those doors permanently so I don't have to keep doing this to come back and forth between here. But, oh well. Get fucked, I suppose.
Hurry, boy!
The Sharp Claw have imprisoned me in this infernal cave. If you can bring me frost weeds, I'll be strong enough to get myself out. Perhaps the young prince can help you. Hurry, boy!
Seriously?
is with you?
This is my friend Fox McCloud. My mother sent us to find you.
Well, I am Garunda Tay, Spellstone Gatekeeper of Dark Eye's Mine.
We're looking for a spellstone.
A spellstone? It is my duty as a gatekeeper to guard the land from which a spellstone is forged. General Scales took the spellstone and discovered that I was a gatekeeper. He gave me an ultimatum. Allow him to take the spellstone back into the sacred land, or he would destroy my tribe. I could not risk the safety of the entire planet, so I refused to help. My daughter did not think this way, and so to save the tribe, she opened the gateway herself. Scales did not destroy my tribe. He enslaved them instead. My daughter dishonored me. You must search for the spellstone within Dark Ice Mines and return it to the Volcano Force Point Temple. Only then will the spellstone's power be returned. I will open the gateway.
Come back when you need me. Slippy, over and out.
Hi, Fox. Scanners indicate that this is your current position. Keep going.
There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like I was saying, I'm positive at some point in time the plan was the warp stone was going to be how you traveled from place to place, but outside of that one single point where we warp to where Prince Tricky is, he now is only used to get to Krazoa Palace. Yeah, I forgot. Tricky uses up one mushroom per, like, use we give him, but he also slowly gets hungry.
Stay.
What the?
Stay.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be an atmosphere in there, 'cause that's totally how the R-Wing was designed for that little compartment.
The Snowhorn tribes are in great danger. General Scales has enslaved them to work in the Dark Ice mine. If you can locate the gatekeeper's daughter,
Fly through 3 gold rings to open the gatekeeper's force field.
Yep. These segments are so pointless because there's no boss fights, there's no creative patterns, there's no creative. Yeah, no, it's. Again, I don't hate this game, and like I said, I actually like that Crystal's part of the Star Fox canon, sort of. But man, I wish we could have gotten the actual dinosaur planet as it was always intended to be.
Fine.
Right, because these, alien dinosaurs would have, all of their, block boxes designed to interact with some random Space Fox's staff. And I do mean specifically Crystal, since Crystal is not native to this planet either. I need to break free. I've got to break free.
Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for
If
releasing me,
you're heading down
Spybro.
into the mine, then please look out for Belina Tay, the gatekeeper's daughter. She didn't mean to get us into this mess by telling Scales about the spellstone. She did what she thought was right. Please help her.
Okay, lady. I'll keep a lookout for her.
I mean,
This might be of use to you. I found it while I was working. It looked important, so I hid it from the sharp claws.
it's like, yes, I know it's one of those things that it's like she should have known better than to extensively make a deal with the devil. But by the same token, her tribe was fubbernucked either way. At least this way they lived, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm definitely not saying she did the right thing, because she didn't. Well, then again, maybe she did. I don't know. It's all what ifs, and I don't think either the daughter or the gatekeeper are really, one is more in the wrong than the other, if you know what I mean. On the one hand, the gatekeeper did have a good argument that it's like, okay, yes, we would have been wiped out, but the planet itself might have been preserved. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, there's no way those gears are close enough to actually interact with each other. Thanks,
I
Buckwheat.
see your little friend as yet. I need some food.
I'm backtracking.
Flame! Flame!
Right, because if there was a drain there, it wouldn't just drain out on its own under the... Yeah, we had to... Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
There's something
Flame!
Where are we going?
That's a good question.
Fine!
I'm stuck.
what was the point of even coming over here? Like, that's a legit question. What was even the point of that? No.
Bad guy.
I feel much better now.
Yay.
Get on my back. Let's smash those gates.
How? That's dumb. Is there any reason this couldn't have just been a cutscene?
Wait for me.
So as near as I can tell, there was zero reason why we needed to ride on this guy, because we just literally trotted over, knocked the gate down, and then now we just need to get off. That is so dumb.
Flame!
Damn it. Just trying to look around. To take everything in and make sure I was going the right direction. Turret section, yay. Right, because now that I'm off the turret, that's when you guys want to duck and cover again. Well, we are a fox. We just need to, you know, get the scent and, you know, follow it through the blizzard. Yeah, I know we were Edgewood was a wolf when we did that, but still. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? I have no fucking clue what the rest of these gears are. Damn it. I don't care. I'm done fighting these guys. I'm annoyed. I am slowly losing my patience. Holy Christacles. But that's only one. It's only one more gear. I need a total of, well, including the one I just got, I need 2. And may have just found it, so we're good. Cool. Okay. Fuddy-duddy. Fuddy-duddy, fuddy-duddy, fuddy-duddy. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Sorry, don't mind me. I was having just a bit of a PTSD flashback. Okay, not literally, but it did remind me of something. What? What is this? Okay.
Flame.
Look at the dinosaur. Okay. And Tricky was lost in the blizzard forever.
Tricky? Tricky!
Your friend will turn up. They usually do. Maybe I can help until he does.
Yeah, you're assuming a lot. It's like, even if he does turn up, we're still ignoring the fact that he's kind of disappeared in the here and the now. another one of these. They're basically just ensuring that we won't see Tricky again, because we are completely foregoing where, yeah, we're just rocketing away. Okay. Wait, when can I do this? There we go. Key. Yay. You know what? I'm sorry, guys, but I am getting so bored and frustrated. I am going to be calling the stream today. We were getting close to when we would call the stream anyway, but I need to just call it. I'm just getting frustrated. I can't promise I'll come back to this game due to the fact that playing it again after like 13 years, I'm like, the gameplay loop is just not satisfying. So, yeah, we'll be doing our Azure stream later today. Edgelord stream tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm not sure when. But I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.